Hey daughters and sons, what's going on? It's me, Kay. Disregard my lips, I know they're a little blue. I had stay with it, Route 44 blue coconut slush last night, and honey, I brushed my teeth, my tongue, girl, wash my face, and she's still giving the blues. Anyway, girl, rambling report. Let's talk. I'm on bscott.com like I absolutely always am. Hopefully y'all can hear me a little better. The house is empty so I can speak freely and loudly. Usually in the house I have to do my headphones and whisper, and I know y'all have been having some trouble hearing me. So hopefully you can hear me just fine right now. bscott.com reports Chrissy Teigen was banned from Watch What Happens Live for 2 years after getting blackout drunk during her first appearance. From what I understand about Watch What Happens Live, they literally give you all the drinks. You go, they keep serving you drinks and drinks and drinks and drinks to get you to talk about, your business. Anybody who's caught an episode of Watch What Happens Live, I've never watched a full episode, but I've seen, Mariah say a couple things. I've seen Nene be, on there. I've seen Candy and, all the housewives that I watch, the black ones. They've been on the show and, they've said a little too much. It's because they give you a lot of drink. A lot of drink. I know some people who have been there who have said that, girl, they dose you. They dose the children when you're a guest appearing on the show. They give you all the drinks you can handle. So I don't know why giving this woman all these drinks, you would think she would not become drunk. Chrissy Teigen is little. She's little bitty. I don't know how tall she is, but she's very thin. I don't think her metabolism could handle all the drinks. Whatever, girl, I don't care. I'm not talking about that. Lizzo says bigoted festival security assaulted members of her team and she's out for blood. Now, I be on Twitter, not all the time, but regularly enough, and I'm subscribed to following Lizzo, and I see a lot of the things she says. I didn't see this, but I'm praying for her. Praying for the person who was assaulted, and praying for justice. No Smollett. Jada Pinkett Smith says she never wanted to marry Will Smith. I'm not going to click the article. It's probably something she said on Red Table Talk. Apparently she was just completely and totally disinterested in Will Smith, and somehow he slid in and they've been married for 578 years. Okay. Girl, the news is boring. Whitney Houston's first new song in 7 years after her death. I never. The only person that I know to have made good music after his death, and y'all will probably put down in the comments your faves who have passed on, who made good music subsequent to their deaths. Only person I know who put out a couple good tracks after death is Tupac. Tupac put out some records, a bunch of records, leading people to say the man is not dead. He put out plenty of records, and a few of them were good after death. He's the only one that I know. I think Biggie had an album that dropped after he passed away that also was good. Vocalists generally do not have good music that comes out after death. That Michael Jackson album was Baboo. It was Baboo. Who else has passed on? Prince has had some good works to come out after death, but that's because Prince was touched by an angel, honey. I don't know how to describe Prince musically. He was above and beyond. He played all his things. He wrote all of his things. He sang all of his things. When you have that talent, and you record these works, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. But I don't even know who this white man is here pictured with Whitney in this photograph of this new Whitney. I'm going to click the article. I'll click it and I'll see. I'm going to skim. Higher Love, previously unreleased. See, that's different. Previously unreleased is different than new music, because Michael Jackson's last album was new music. new music. Prince's last album was even new music, but again, I said that was great. He, I think, has released 2 albums since he's gone to glory. These blue lips. New music and unreleased, previously unreleased music is kind of different. I know Prince's music was new and also previously unreleased, but Prince had a very timeless sound. Michael Jackson, they tried to update him, and we all said, thank you for coming, thank you for calling, thank you for sending a card, but we will not be accepting this gift. We don't want it. 1991 recording of Higher Love is out now as a remix. See, all of these words, remix, previously unreleased, this is not new. When I'm thinking of new music, I'm thinking of like when Aaliyah passed away and they had like previously unreleased vocals that came out that Drake and Chris Brown and every other light-skinned nigga who was just deeply affected by Aaliyah when she was living, you know, God rest her. They put out these songs and they just weren't that good. You know what I mean? Anyway, moving along. I'm not going to finish reading the article. Benzino pops all the way off on police during arrest. I'm making this face because I had to look at him. Lala Anthony was reportedly a wreck after husband Carmelo Anthony caught on a yacht with a mystery woman. Lala Anthony, sweetie, you are one of the baddest women in the game. One of the baddest women in the game. You can get just about any man, you know, hopefully unbetrothed, a single man. You can get just about any hopefully unbetrothed single woman. Because as we all know, Lala is a revolving door. She revolves. I just don't understand why you are running behind Carmelo Sleepy Eyes Anthony. I'm looking at him here, and I would not run behind him. I wouldn't. I would not. He's not hideous. He just ain't somebody I would run behind. His legs are too long. It's like when they say your arms are too short to box with God. My legs are far too short to run behind Carmelo Anthony and his extra large suits. He just recently started wearing suits his size. How are you 718 feet tall and probably, you know, a good 537 pounds, and you're wearing oversized clothes? Where are you getting oversized clothes, basketball player Carmelo Anthony? I never. Not talking about it. Not talking about that either. Oh, this is a bad picture of Khloe Kardashian. It's a bad one. I'm going to show it to you. I'm not really going to talk about the article, but baby, if you could just zoom. Catch her. You don't want to catch her because I'm in. Let me get out there. You can't see it well, but she looks, honey, like she's gone on to be with whoever her Lord and Savior is. Because I don't think we share the same Lord and Savior. I don't think so. Denver man becomes the latest American tourist to mysteriously die in Dominican Republic. Chaka Khan trashes Kanye West's Through the Wire as stupid on Watch What Happens Live. Accidentally drops Ariana Grande's secret. I agree. I've never enjoyed Kanye West's rendition of Through the Wire. I just haven't. I think Chaka Khan is a timeless vocalist. I think if sampled correctly, someone could make a bop. I think maybe one day it'll be me. You know, we just never know. Through the Wire, I didn't care for. And I used to be a Kanye fan. Never been a stan. Not never in my life. And we thank God for it. We thank God for wisdom. We thank God for giving us the strength to not stand for stupidity. Now, I did at a point, and for years, stand for Nicki Minaj. I'm brave enough and strong enough at this point in my life to admit that to you all. And I think you knew that. But I haven't stand for Kanye, and I feel good about it. I feel good about it. But who I do stand for is Chaka Khan. Absolutely stand for Chaka Khan. I remember I posted a video about Chaka Khan when she did Jazz in the Gardens down in Miami. And she was high, as Chaka Khan tends to be. And I I posted the video about how sis was high because sis was, honey, she was leaning, and she very much like at the funeral of Aretha Franklin, how she didn't really know the words. And yeah, like, girl, baby, you on program, sweetie. You got to know the words. You have to know what you're getting up here to do. Whatever, girl. Anyway, I posted that video and somebody came to me and was talking about how Chaka Khan changed her life and blah. But girl, if you don't shut up, I love Chaka Khan down boots, okay? I would give a pinky toe, a big toe, probably a middle finger. And you know I love those. To see Chaka Khan perform live if she's, you know, able to do it. Because sometimes she struggles live because, girl, honey loves, you know, drugs. She loves drugs. If my grandmother loves drugs, then I love her just the same. I love her just the same. I just hope she doesn't, you know, move upstairs to the upper room. Anyway, girl, we love Chaka Khan, and I trust everything she says. Everything. Chaka Khan couldn't tell me no lie. She might could, but I wouldn't believe it. Chaka Khan tell me, you know, the sky's blue, and I'd just be like, yeah. If she told me the floor, you know, the ground was red, when I'm looking at it as green, I'd still be like, yeah. Yeah. It's that new red, but y'all, it's red. Like, it don't matter. I love Chaka. I'm not talking about Nicki Minaj. Has anybody noticed how Nicki Minaj looks like Chaka Khan? Nicki and Carol, because her mother, Miss Carol, also, they look like Chaka Khan. And I'm like, is it relation? Are y'all related? If I was Chaka, I wouldn't tell nobody. Texas substitute teacher fired after filming porn in classroom while school was in session. Not only should he or she be fired, he or she should have a record, a police record, a sex offender registry, a registry. You should not be entertaining sexual activity at a school. I don't care if it's an elementary, a pre, a high, a middle. I don't care. You should not be entertaining sex around children. It could be a college. I don't care. You should not be, first of all, having sex at any type of your job. I know a lot of heifers might get mad at me because, you know, you slept with your boss on the office, you know, on the office desk after hours. That's you, girl. That's you. But if this is, you know, in the office at Tyson Chicken, which, you know, hopefully it's just in the office and not over by the chicken. Don't be over by my chicken having sex. We already rinsed the cutlets, but still. Don't be by my chicken, because, you know, sometimes I buy, you know, the pre-breaded chicken in the little bags, and you don't be having sex by my chicken. But having sex in the office, you know, at Citibank is completely different than having sex in a classroom at a school. At a school. This person needs to be jailed. Jada Pinkett Smith said she was hesitant to talk about Jordyn Woods' Red Table Talk interview because it was very close to home. Okay, cool. Alf star Max Wright dead at 85 following battle with cancer. I have a very vague memory of Alf. I remember Alf, like the puppet. I don't remember what the show was about. I don't remember who else was on the show. I just remember being a child like, why is this thing sitting up in this house talking crazy to these people? He was like Salem the cat, but an alien. But rest in peace to Max Wright. Rest in peace, and prayers up for his family. Miss Tina Lawson shows off Beyonce's head full of au naturel hair. I saw it. It was beautiful hair. But what I took comfort most in seeing that video was knowing that Beyonce also gets aggravated by her mother. I took great comfort in, because sometimes I'd be like, am I too aggravated with my mother? But no, my mother does things that she knows gets on my nerves. She does things that she knows will bother, you know, as my grandmother would say, worry the hairs on my behind. So me getting aggravated doesn't feel like it would be that, you know, a stretch, a leap, you know, a reach when she does things that she knows will aggravate me. So I took great comfort in hearing Beyonce say, girl, you're being annoying. It's really annoying right now. I felt that. Carmelo Anthony wants you to know he did not cheat on Lala in France. Oh, sorry, my sister texted me and I'm like, girl, what is this? Hey, Lauren, if you're watching, hey, girl. I'm gonna text you back in a few. I know I am the worst with texting back. Especially these days, girl, I've been extra depressed. I've been having bad dreams. And girl, sidebar, I don't care about Carmelo. Sidebar, I had a dream last night. I'm minding my business, sleeping. Just sleep. And you know, I don't sleep much. But I'm sleeping. And I really wish the internet was better here and we had maybe soundproof rooms or something. Because I would get on live and talk to y'all in the nighttime. But I can't. But I was sleeping. Almost peacefully. You know, I had a dream and we were just kind of walking around the neighborhood. We saw some nice flowers. It was like, oh, this is so nice. And then my stepfather said, well, I'm going to pick a couple of these flowers. And I was asking him, this is in the dream, mind you, asking him, well, what you picking flowers for? That's weird. Just leave them. They, you know, you pick them, they're going to die. He picks the flowers and he gave me this look like, you know, kind of like a wink, like, you know what I'm picking the flowers for. And I'm like, no, I really don't. Because he didn't hand them to my mama. My mama was there too. And she was just, you know, walking around and just like, oh, look at the flowers. You know, my mother loves nature. She don't like to be in it, but she like to look at it. Anyway, child, long story short, he picked the flowers and we walked around the corner. Now, this was not our regular neighborhood, like where the flowers were. It looked like our neighborhood, but then we walked around and we were in a new neighborhood. Like we lived in this whole different neighborhood. Anyway, whatever. He went and he knocked on the door and I had walked past the door. So I was like, why? Because, you know, I walk faster than everybody, girl. I'd be on my way places. And I turned around. I was like, why are you knocking on these people's door? A woman opened the door. She kind of reminded me of my cousin, but she also kind of looked like Akbar V from Love and Hip Hop. I was like, who is this? And he gave her the flowers and was like, welcome to the neighborhood. They hugged and everything. And then literally in a split second, me and cousin Akbar are in a car. And I don't know where we were going, but everything turned like super red. And she like was talking, we were having a regular conversation, and then everything turned red. And I was like, girl, it's, you know, it's red. You know, red is one of my favorite colors, so I didn't mind. But then she grabbed me by my throat and said, I'm finna take you to hell. And I said, oh, now, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. You're not finna take me to hell. She was like, yeah, I'm about to take you to hell. And then she stuck her tongue out. And then I woke up because I was like, I'm not finna go with you to hell in life or in a dream. So if anybody can tell me what that was about, I would greatly appreciate it, child. Akbar V almost carried me to hell. I ain't watched Love and Hip Hop in weeks, since probably episode 2 or 3. Child, I don't know how Akbar got in my subconscious, but she better get out. She looked like my cousin Latricia, Latricia as well. And I was just like, what is going on with cousin Latricia Akbar? It was weird. Anyway, cousin Latricia, I don't think you watch this channel, but if you hear, hey girl, I don't think you'll drag me to hell. I'm in another one of those moods, y'all. Jussie Smollett texted Nigerian brother to offer a happy ending erotic massage at his home. Jussie Smollett had a lot going on with him. A lot was going on with Jussie Smollett between the drugs and the noose around the neck and the bleach, and we gonna tell folks that, I don't know, girl. I don't know, but I can't wait to see it on Law & Order SVU next season. Because you know they love to do the book. Rip straight from the headlines episode. Oh no, Laverne Cox and her boyfriend broke up. I didn't really see it for him, but I don't want her to be, you know, unhappy. So I guess maybe it's good that they broke up because maybe she was unhappy with him. Amanda Bynes returns to social media to celebrate her college graduation. All right, congratulations, Amanda, please. Kevin Hunter Jr. pleaded not guilty to assaulting his father. Okay, girl. Nene Leakes confirms her season is going to start a little differently. Plus, she is not getting her own spinoff. Do y'all care that deeply about Nene Leakes? Do y'all care that deeply about Lanithia Leakes? I see her so much on my timelines, and I just be like, child, I don't need it. A YouTube star, I don't know him, was found in the East River. Oh, I saw a couple of y'all YouTubers posting about rest in peace Etika. Etika, is that how you pronounce it? I don't know who he is, but may he rest. May he rest. Did I read all this already? No, I didn't. All of this is sad, girl. All of this is sad. Even Marcel is having a boy, another boy. I watched the BET Awards as much as I could, as much as I was able to. I told y'all on my podcast with my Mother Petty in Particular podcast, where we spoke about the BET Awards. I told y'all that it just cut off in the middle of Nipsey Hussle's mama's speech. So I didn't get to see Tyler Perry's speech, but somebody had told me on Twitter that he said, if you gonna be a coon, be a tycoon. And I simply never. I absolutely never. If you're gonna be a coon, be a tycoon. Cam Newton offers flight passenger $1,500 cash to switch seats and gets denied. Now, I understand that some people don't like window seats, some people don't like middle seats, some people don't like, end seats. I'm not a big middle seat girl, personally. But for $1,500 cash, I'll switch, yeah. It ain't no thing. I have flown so much in my life because my parents, lived on 2 different coasts, honey. I had to be bi-coastal growing up. And then, we would take vacations or we would go to a church, conference or something. We had to take a journey. So I flew a lot growing up. I think I've maybe used the airport, or the, plane toilet maybe once, twice max. I never, I don't do, so I'm saying that to say sitting in a middle seat or sitting in a far window seat isn't a problem for me because I'm going to be sitting there until the plane lands. Unless, for some reason something goes on and I just absolutely have to use the bathroom, which so far has never happened, and we're asking God to let it not be the case. Because when I was a child, I watched Soul Plane and I got paranoid when Kevin Hart's booty got sucked into that plane. I did. I was distressed. But yeah, I'm not super particular about where I sit on the plane. I don't mind sitting closer to the back. I don't mind sitting closer to the front. It ain't no thing. I'm cool about it. It's whatever. I'm not one of those people that's rushing to get off the plane because it's like, girl, whatever. I get there when I get there. So I would have gladly taken $1,500 in cash to switch a seat. Sure enough. Yes. You want me to sit on top of the plane? Okay. Y'all got a seatbelt? Click. Like, girl, only thing I won't do is sit where the wheel's supposed to go up. Because, girl, once we start landing, if them wheels crush me, I can't. But, girl, I sit on the wing. Sure will. And be waving at the people. Hey, y'all. Good to see you. Yes, it's me. I'm on the wing. Child. But maybe that's because I ain't got no money. Girl, was the BET Awards like just a week ago? Because all these articles are about the BET Awards. And maybe it was last Sunday. I feel like it was a long time ago, though. Another person died in the DR. Live rat falls on customer's table at Buffalo Wild Wings. See, Buffalo Wild Wings don't bless me. They don't bless me. Their wings are okay, but they don't. I don't ever say, I could really go for some Buffalo Wild Wings. I don't even think about Buffalo Wild Wings. When we talking about places to go eat, like if we have family in or whatever, and we going up on the, the strip, the main strip of our city, and we naming places, there's Olive Garden, there's Red Lobster, there's TGI Fridays, it's a little Chinese spot if you just want to grab something and head back to the hotel. It ain't no thing, It's an IHOP, it's a Johnny Carino's, I'm naming Outback Steakhouse, blah, blah, blah. It used to be Applebee's, but they done closed down my Applebee's. Girl, the nerve. There's a couple steakhouses. It depends. It varies. Price differences. It's a McDonald's up the road. Like you could spend, $5, $10. You could spend, $100, $200. It's all right here in this strip. But what I never name is Buffalo Wild Wings. They don't come to mind. And it's probably because they got rats falling out the ceiling. I was thinking the other day, I know I'm just sidetracking down, girl, but y'all don't seem to mind. If y'all mind, just tell me in the comments and I'll stick to the points. I'll chop these videos up. It'll take longer to get uploaded, but I'll chop them on up. That ain't no thing. But I was thinking the other day about when I was in high school. I went to what I consider hell. It was literally just a terrible high school, but honey, I wanted to die every day. Every day I would pray on my way to school that we would get into a car accident and I wouldn't make it, but somehow my mama would be unscathed. It never happened. As you can see, I'm Tisha Campbell still here. But every morning I would say, Lord, let this be the day now. I'm trying to go on up yonder to be with you. Child, let somebody sideswipe on my side, take me on out, but let my mama be all right. Let her be all right. But at that school, I remember we were in the computer lab, honey, minding our business, just typing away, honey, doing our lessons. Most of our lessons were online. And I looked over at the corner of the wall because something was moving. Child, it was a mouse climbing one of the computer cords, one of the Ethernet cables up into the ceiling. And I was just like, excuse me, Mr. Teacher, sir, you know, brother teacher, because it was a Christian school and everybody was brother and sister. Brother teacher, man, it's a mouse. And he was just like, oh, like just, oh, sir, get him, get him. Don't let him just crawl all over the child, the ghetto, truly. Janet Jackson breaks her silence amid leaving Neverland allegations. Says Michael's legacy will continue. Well, that was not in question, Janet. Mrs. Janet Jackson. That was not in question. Michael's legacy will continue. We will always love his music. I think Michael Jackson will be harder to put down than R. Kelly, if we're being honest. Michael Jackson's music spanned 50 years. You know, R. Kelly had hits. He had hits. He wrote some songs for Michael Jackson. But Michael Jackson's legacy, I don't think, is going anywhere. I don't think. The question was, did he or did he didn't fondle them children? That's the question. Steph Curry turned down Space Jam 2 role due to scheduling issues. Are y'all gonna go watch Space Jam 2? Is it coming out in theaters? Space Jam 1 was good. Everything about the movie was good except for R. Kelly's I Believe I Can Fly. I hated that song so much as a child. Before I even understood what hate was, because the movie came out when I was, I believe, 3 years old. I just couldn't take it. I don't want to hear this song. Turn it off. That's how my little baby me was. Like, turn this. I don't want this. I'm going to go have some juice. I'm going to soil my diaper. I'm going to let you know that I've soiled my diaper. Because, you know, I was a little tardy. I was still, you know, in and out of a pull-up at 3. But whatever. That's me. I know Rashida will have a lot to say about it. But listen. Look and listen. I was intelligent anyway. Like, I just didn't feel like I was lazy. Anyway, girl. I've heard about what Rashida been saying, even though I don't watch the show. Evelyn Lasagna says she doesn't have an ounce of hate towards Chad Johnson. I do. That man bust your head up. You know what? I'm not going to make you hate nobody. I'm not going to make you hate nobody. If you have evolved past hating the man or never did, that's you. I don't see it for Chad Johnson. I don't see it for him. So, we're at the part where last week I caught up. But the first story I read last week was Tierra Marie, and I didn't click the article, and I feel like I missed a vital piece of the story by not doing that, so I'm going to cover it again. Tierra Marie arrested in New York for DUI after police saw sparks shooting from the front of her vehicle. What I missed by not clicking the article is that the car didn't have but 3 wheels. Sis was driving with 3. What level of alcoholism are you at where you hop in the car and you drive and you hit something and your wheel pops off and now you're just driving on the rim? But you just steady going. You just, woo-doo-doo, let me drive on over here to get some more liquor, probably. Like, sis, where were you going? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Tierra Marie. Girl, what happened in your childhood? I know she didn't have no daddy around when she was growing up. That's why she wild and she don't give a, but something else must have happened to this girl for her to feel like, let me get drunk enough to not notice or not care that my car don't have a wheel, a tire. If you ask a 2 or 3 year old, just pull a baby to the side. Hopefully you know the baby. Don't grab no strange babies. But you ask your niece or your nephew or your kids or something as a baby. Anybody got kids, I want y'all to do this. Young kids. You know, probably like 5 and below. I'll allow 6. Okay, 7 and below. Ask the child, hey child, what parts of the car are the most important parts? Most of them kids are going to say the wheels. The wheels. Children aren't going to say, you know, the trunk, the roof, the engine. Kids ain't gonna say the engine. I mean, some might. A couple of them might. The wheels. They might say the steering wheel. But you know what the steering wheel steers? The tires. Tierra Marie. So anyway, girl, we caught up. Them's the breaks, honey. Break it up, break down. And I'll call y'all next week. Well, yeah, for the Rambling Report, I guess I'll call y'all next week. I got a couple other videos to do this week. So I'll be back this week. Don't think I'm gone. I'll see y'all later is the point. Peace.